Welcome to JasonWhiskyWise. My name is Jason. Welcome today to a whiskey review into the Laphroaig Select. Now, this is a dram I picked up on Master of Malt, Drinks by the Dram, and this is part of my Laphroaig week. So if you have missed any of the other videos, I'm going to leave them linked in the top corner. Go and check them out. So this week we're going to focus everything into Laphroaig. And Laphroaig Select is one of three of their entry-level whiskies, quite affordable at maximum £40 here in the UK. And Laphroaig Select is a no-age statement expression from Laphroaig. It is bottled at 40%, so they keep it the same ABV as the 10-year-old. And in terms of this one, it's got a very interesting cask selection. So hang with me, we're going to get this one through together. Now, also let me know down below in the comment section, I'll probably leave it linked here, what's your favourite Laphroaig expression? Because I want to see what you guys, is your favourite from Laphroaig. I'm planning to buy a 25, maybe a 27, but that will be quite a stretch in my budget. So the cask selection for the actual Select is quarter casks, PX sherry casks, Oloroso sherry, which they actually write on their website, I believe they say the Triplewood, and also a little bit of the 10-year-old. And that all goes together to make the Laphroaig Select. Now, the actual distillery itself is the Laphroaig Distillery. They are owned by the parent company, Beam Suntory, and they are located in Islay, Scotland. And so this expression, when I first saw it, I was a bit up and down. That's why I picked up a dram first. And then I wanted to literally understand it a little bit further. Now, the price point on a full-size bottle is £32 here in the United Kingdom. It can go down. Supermarkets at the minute have got it on offer for around about £20, £25. So it can vary almost by like £15 here in the UK, up and down in price. So do keep an eye on that if you're looking for that. And also, and I believe in America, it must have these price fluctuations. Now, in terms of exclusivity, it's not exclusive. It comes from a lot of different whiskey. And in terms of caramel colour, well, I've read some places that say it doesn't and some places that say it does. So it's kind of an interesting one on that side. But we're not going to judge that. We're just going to go straight into the nose and find out what the Select has in offer. So, into the nose. So to begin on the nose of the Select, this one is very different from the past two Laphroaigs actually nose. You get that medicinal character coming through, that peatiness, that smoky character, that Laphroaig style. However, it's like that on a level that's been just pulled down and it's made it much more easier. I believe that must be from the cask they've used in this one. I'm getting that straight away, almost like that fabric plasters, straight off the back, very easy to go. Cold tar, just cooling down as if someone's just done the roads and you can smell that cool tar. There's even a slight rubber character, as if someone's driven their car and done a really hard brake and you can smell that burning rubber. And there's a little bit of citrus coming in on this one. This is the first time in Laphroaig I'm picking out quite a bit of citrus. It's a sweet citrus. This is like almost like a sweet clementine that's been just cut into slices and then been left to dry out. And you can smell that sweet aroma just starting to fade, but it's not super strong. And there is a note on the end, and this is just, this one just clicks so well. It's like wood resin. So if you ever paint your fences or paint your doors or anything in your house, it's like wood resin. Yeah, that's definitely wood resin. It's going to be interesting to taste. So into the palate next, Slanger. Onto the palate now. The Select is actually much more lighter than I initially anticipated. Maybe trying the quarter cask before this one, or even trying the 10 before. Maybe I should have done this one first. But the actual texture on the palate is very light. It's very soft. 40%, you can definitely feel it. But the texture is like almost having water. You actually get into the flavours now. And you're getting that peatiness. But it's not on the same peat pass spectrum as I'd say as the 10 or the quarter cask. I feel this is much more pulled down. It's easier. It's softer. It's lighter. It's more... The way to explain it, it's more gentle than your standard Laphroaig expression. You do get this little bit of sweetness coming through, and the sweetness is just wrapping. It's like dried fruits. There's a little bit of, for me, what I find is smoked raspberries, a little bit of even sweet tobacco. There's a lot of these sweeter notes interlinked together with that smokiness with no spice whatsoever on the palate. That's actually very interesting. The other two had spice. This has got almost no spice at all. So let's get into the finish. Not a lot of complexity, to tell you the truth. It's quite light. let's see what the finish has. Into the finish. So now into the finish actually for the Select. This is actually, the smoke on this one is not earthy, it's not musky. It's almost like a campfire smoke on the finish. The finish actually finishes so fast, it's really kind of shocking to me. But it's almost like a campfire smoke interlinked with a little bit of this coffee note. And I was looking for those sweeter characters if they would actually reflect over into the finish from the palate. They don't really do that. I'm getting more of like a coffee, like an espresso, maybe just coffee bean as a general. It's quite definitely coffee note, and there's a little bit, a slight hint of dark chocolate, but more on the bitter spectrum than actually even the sweeter side. So, short finish. I'm going to give my rating for this one, and my rating for this one is based on trying all three entry levels from Laphroaig. This one I'm giving here an 80 out of 100. My reasoning behind that one is because I was just, when you try the Laphroaig 10, you know what you're in for. When you try the quarter cask, you know you're getting that little bit more of a character coming through. But when you try the Select, I just feel this combination of different casks really just didn't benefit. However, if someone is new to Laphroaig or new to Islay Whiskies, I think the Select can be used as one of those, what I'd say, a stepping stone whiskey into getting to the Laphroaig style, because it's not like a complete punch in the face with the peat. It's a gentle approach to it. And it's got a little bit of a sweeter aspect, which could play to someone who's more of a sweeter tooth or likes a Speyside or a Highlander style, where you get this little bit more sweeter, fruitier character compared to your classic Laphroaig 10 or your quarter cask. So, value for money. £32, personally, I'm not paying that. I would not pay that for the Laphroaig Select. However, for around about £20, maybe 25 stretching it, I'd pay it, but for me, I can still pick up my quarter cask for the 25, so I'm inclined to picking up that first. Doesn't need water. If you wish, this is one I'd say just experiment with it, because it just doesn't ring the bell for me. And this is actually, you know, from what my last two ratings were, this is very different. So for those of you who missed it, I'll leave it at the end linked here. Doesn't need time. It's completely optional. You can, you don't have to. It won't really change this whiskey. It does hold itself quite strong. But when compared to the 10 and the quarter cask, I feel the Select was just a bit of a drop-off. But I'll leave it on a note saying, if you are new to Islay Whiskies and you want to try something with peat but not too powerful, the Select is your option. I'd say go for it with the Select. So 80 out of 100 is my score. If you have enjoyed the video, drop it a thumbs up. Be sure to hit the like button, or subscribe button over here. Be sure to give it a like, hit the subscribe button, and I'll leave some other Laphroaig videos on screen. This has been me, JasonWhiskyWise, Mr. Bananas, and we will catch you for the next video. Slàinte.